This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Mama, you wiped my can, sung me lullabies to bed, beat me until I was red. Mama, though your cooking stunk, I'm wishing you a happy Mother's Day. Mama, ooh, Dad left you for a guy. They're living happily in San Francisco. Hope I'm your favorite son, 'cause you're my favorite mother.
Oh. Did he say you wiped my can?
Yeah.
That is the tribute I was hoping for this morning before I walked through the front door.
You know. There's trouble in lesbian land. A nurse has been accused of shoving cheesy nachos down the leggings of her wife during a 3 a.m. domestic battery. That's what Florida police allege.
That's how those lesbians do it. Okay.
I never thought about putting nachos in her leggings until now.
Yeah, this to the note I'm going to clip to myself, pin to myself tonight, so I don't forget what to do. Order Molten Monkey. See the lesbian about cheese sauce. I just cross things off as I accomplish my.
I need to get you that, like the dude in The Stand had, the little slate that goes around his neck.
That's right. That would be funny. I think that might get on the news. That might get on the news. The most forgetful man in Wisconsin.
Investigators say that the 40-year-old victim was making nachos with nacho cheese, in the kitchen when her spouse, Allison Swan, what are you staring at, Swan? 39, told her that she shouldn't be eating this late and made a comment about her weight.
Ooh.
That is a terrible lesbian. During the argument that ensued, Swan, who had been playing video games in the living room, walked over to her spouse and grabbed a handful of the cheesy nachos and shoved them down the back of the victim's leggings.
Jeez.
Right in the ass crack.
That escalated.
When the victim, who was also a registered nurse, subsequently sought to change her clothes, Swan allegedly dragged her to the floor and shoved her fingers into the other side of her mouth and hooked him like a fish. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ! Allison then continued to batter her by grabbing her head and slamming her into the floor multiple times.
It sounds methy.
It sounds bad. She looks like a real C word in that mugshot.
When somebody says it's nacho cheese and they say it like that, they're willing to die over nacho cheese.
During the confrontation, the victim told police Swan made several comments that she was the one in charge and that her wife, quote, was not behaving. Things you should not say to the police.
Yeah, correct.
Jeez. Sounds like a real bitch. A friend of the victim called 911 to report hearing via an open phone line Swan striking her spouse. When police responded to the couple's Port St. Lucie residence on Saturday morning, Swan denied that a physical altercation occurred. She claimed that her wife had been in a drunken rage and had thrown the plate of nachos and rolled around and covered herself in nacho cheese. Now, see, that sounds like a party. Rolling around and covering yourself in nacho cheese. That's not what happened. An examination of the victim's leggings revealed what appeared to be nacho cheese on the interior backside, which was consistent with her story. A substance resembling nacho cheese was found smeared on the wall. The victim also had a knot on her forehead and a scratch on her right arm. And while Swan claimed that her spouse had thrown the nachos, cops found the ceramic plate that they were prepared on was completely intact. So Swan was arrested for domestic battery. She was freed from the county jail on Sunday morning after posting a $250 bond. She probably went home and beat the crap out of her wife.
Wow.
But she was ordered to have no contact with the victim. And she's got to stay away from her car, her place of appointment, and her home. Since Swan resides with the victim, she may return to the residence with the police to retrieve some belongings. Take a look at her. She got that droopy eye.
Oh, what's that? Is that a bruise on her eye? She looks like Beavis.
She kind of do.
It's like the female version of Beavis.
She kind of do, but her mouth is closed. Yeah.
Right. Let me get this straight. There's a couple of lesbians making nachos at 3 o'clock in the morning. And by the way, there's no such thing as nacho cheese. That's cheese flavored things in a can. That's not actual cheese. Just wanted to get that straight, man. Do you agree with my police work?
The real news story here is someone over 40 was up at 3 in the morning.
You buy
what the
that.
hell are you doing?
You buy that canned stuff at the gas station. That's not really cheese.
You know what I like with nachos?
I thought you were going to say Columbo, but I guess not.
When there's the different styles of cheese. So you have like the cheese river underneath the nachos, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But then there's also like cheddar or whatever, your Mexican blend of normal cheeses that's like melted on top. But it's nice to also have a liquidy cheese. I'm just saying.
Has anybody tried the Subway Dorito footlong yet?
The footlong nachos.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It kind of looks good.
My friend Jonathan did.
What'd he say?
He said they were pretty good.
It's a boat of, well, it's just Doritos, but I mean, with the cheese, the wannabe cheese and some onions and some tomatoes. And I think there's a couple of different ways you can get it. You can get like beef on it, can't you? Am I crazy? I mean, I might be crazy.
I mean, what is nachos without some friggin' taco beef?
Well, right. Right. I'm tempted to go get one just to try it out. And I hope they're not. I hope they're bringing the Doritos fresh out of a bag. I hope they're not sitting around because there's nothing I hate more crime against humanity than stale Doritos.
Yeah. I hear you.
And then they pour hot cheese on that. Yeah, they wouldn't toast it. They just pour hot cheese on it, right?
I don't know.
All right. It's almost like a prison meal. You know what I'm saying? It's like something you make in your jail cell.
It does seem like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, I've heard prison food like that is pretty good. Your prison nachos, whatever. Yeah, it can't be terrible.
Yeah.
It's nachos.
They're, well, whatever. I mean, you got to do this stuff. I mean, you got to prop your sandwich game up.
Yeah.
The plot over at Subway is not great, I hear.
$6.99 footlongs.
$6.99 for a Dorito footlong?
No. Well, you might be able to. I think any footlong sub, you just $6.99. Do 699FL is the code. And then I found if you get the footlong, you can just take the meat from the footlong and smush it over on the 1/2 because it's cheaper than actually ordering extra protein on a 6-inch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then you end up with like 40, 50, depending on what your protein source is, 40, 50 grams of protein.
Let me see here. Did you have the Dorito Subway thing? He's
That's Beavis, dude.
He's choking it up as we speak. Has anybody out there had the Subway Dorito footlong? I would love to hear. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's lazy, but it looks good. You know, you just pour some cheese on some Doritos. Hey, we reinvented the Subway. It's lazy, but I can't deny it.
Lisa said she tried them and she liked them, but she was also drunk, so she might not be the best judge.
That was the best thing she's ever put in her mouth.
Yeah.
Since I dated her. I wouldn't drive more than 1 mile to get it, and I'd probably only get it because I was there and I forgot they made it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I would try them, but I'd have to be pretty high. Pretty high.
All right. Dorito Subway footlong. Hello.
Yeah.
Dorito footlong Subway. Hello.
Johnny.
Buddy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You need to watch about 5 or 6 more seasons of Columbo in order to get his voice right.
I know. I turned into the old hooker out by the gas station. I turned into the hooker. I don't know why. I used to have Columbo down cold. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Ma'am, one more thing. Is that close? Ma'am, just one more thing, ma'am, before I go. Well, just one more thing.
You're slipping.
The nacho cheese.
Just slipping. This all being said, I would eat nacho cheese out of my girlfriend's butt.
I would almost eat nacho cheese out of any crevice, and that is if I'm drunk, it's 3:00 in the morning, and Christy somehow turned into a cheese dispenser, and I didn't know where it was coming from. I would lick that off at any body part. I wouldn't even ask questions.
I'd be like, this is a miracle.
Just book it.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Okay, so we don't have legal weed.
Let me guess. We voted it down again.
We did.
Like clockwork.
I know. How very frustrating for, so many people.
Meanwhile, tax revenue in Michigan is $1 trillion.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand about this is
So weird.
even if we legalize it and if we taxed it at a lower level than the surrounding states.
Right.
Holy moly.
Well, like 75% of the country want to legalize weed. And here we sit with our finger in our butt.
Yeah. And not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
You know? Yeah. So Thursday, the Wisconsin legislature voted to kill most of the top spending priorities of the governor, including legalizing marijuana.
I guess a couple of more tax breaks for millionaires.
Yeah.
That's just a guess.
So, the legislature budget committee voted along party lines. Awesome. To kill more than 600 budget proposals put forward by the governor, including spending more state money on child care providers, expanding Medicaid, and raising taxes on joint tax filers who earn more than $1 million. The weed bill was in here somewhere. So whatever. Here we are.
No, I think filling jails up and incarcerating people for something that every state around us has legalized is a darn good idea. I love it. Tell me more.
Lots of people blame the Tavern League for it.
All right.
So maybe.
Well, I mean, run the numbers on what you're losing money-wise. I mean, it doesn't matter. People are going to get it anyways. I mean, just saying.
People are.
Illinois is throwing a party today.
Yeah, and people are using the D9 THC products that are available anyway. So, we're just losing out on tax revenue. We're just behind. It's very frustrating, especially when you're driving down the road and it sounds like a washboard. And you're like, oh, man, there just seems to be a way to...
Is there a number on what Illinois makes on revenue, every tax? They put it in the story? I haven't looked that up. I bet it's 8 figures.
Hold on, let me look it up here, John.
$1 trillion. Trillions and billions.
This homegrown industry has created a growing source of tax revenue for the state of Illinois. Everybody in the state is benefiting from cannabis sales. We made about $490 million in tax revenue last year in 2024.
Okay. So it's going to be consumed regardless. Anyways, I'll just cross the border and get it and help out Illinois.
Now, remember, we've had the referendums on it, which are, just to kind of gauge where the public is at. And, yeah, David texted in and said 75% of the state voted yes in legalizing it. I feel like that was a number, if not higher.
Yeah. So the Tavern League is afraid that people are just going to not go out, or what?
Right, that booze sales are going to be down.
Right.
But I got news for y'all. That's already happening.
Right.
For sure. So I
don't know. I'm sure that they have something to do with it. What else is at play?
Well,
I don't know.
Corbell's our drug, so that's our drug. So take it or leave it, or go to Minnesota, pal.
It seems to be a very frustrating issue for many Wisconsinites,
'Cause
even people that don't use marijuana.
We can't even, just so I know this, we can't even do medicinal here, right? You can't even get a prescription for medicinal.
Right. Now, like in Dane County, like I can smoke a Jaybird down on State Street.
Right.
Because it's decriminalized.
Right.
Yeah.
Like real weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Totally. And I think in Monona too, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah. But decriminalized and legal are two different things.
Right. That's a very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but like I said, D9, that's how like Workman's Relief is able to be around. And,
for sure. And
how you're able to.
Seltzers and CBD drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's the loopholes. We're just missing out on so much tax money.
Yeah. Just shut up and pay your taxes. Yeah. It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
Let's do a wheel tax. Yeah.
Right, we'll tax everything else. Literally anything.
Yeah. I don't know why. It just seems unstoppable to me, but we'll see. Well, that's whatever. Somebody's in somebody's pocket.
Well, and you think about it like, Utah used to have where you could only have beer. It was 2.4%?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Which caused a lot of the breweries to have to be pretty innovative out there. And they just finally changed that not too long ago.
It's just funny, like they come out with these reports about food and how what food is not good for you, it dies and all this stuff. But they don't do anything about that. But they won't let you have weed. That strikes me as very funny.
Right.
Study after study, these processed foods are not good for you. They are killing you slowly.
Right.
But hey, keep eating hot dogs, but no weed.
Well, and we have all this information about how terrible alcohol is for you.
Yeah.
And we have this repeat drunk driver problem. It's just, the issues in the state.
The hypocrisy is
just, so glaringly.
And that's coming from a drinker.
Right.
Sitting here.
Oh, yeah, we both, dude.
It's just a lot of wrong things.
Right. You can still acknowledge the hypocrisy of it.
Right.
You
can do it in an adult responsible way.
Right. And I posted the article and there were plenty of people that commented on it from both sides of the aisle, which is what I appreciate about a lot of the folks on my Facebook page. They seem to be able to kind of keep it civil. But Matt commented and said, "I'm a Republican and I've never indulged, but I'm all for the legalization." And that's just it. Like, when you look at just the pure numbers of it all, how are you voting it down?
There's no reason not to legalize it. It's too much money now. It's just, you tax the hell out of it. Who cares? Go crazy.
Yeah. And I will say, for my cannabis people out there, there does have to be some acknowledgement happening. There's a lot of research coming out about smoking marijuana and the cardiovascular problems, which, should be obvious because you're still smoking something, that need to be acknowledged and addressed. Obviously having an edible is going to be more conducive to the health benefits of marijuana than smoking.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hang out and smoke weed all day and not expect there to be some sort of repercussions because you're chiefing your lungs still, But people like to just believe things that reinforce their own narrative, or accept things and preach things and say things that reinforce their own narrative instead of looking at all the information, because all of the information sometimes challenges your own beliefs, and that's hard. Right?
Correct. I agree.
Anyway.
I agree with that with my cigars as well. I try not to. Of course, I don't inhale that, but I still recognize it as something I should probably do less of.
I agree. And I say that because I care about you.
That's part of being reasonable and wanting to live a while.
Yeah.
You know, so there are pluses and of course there's minuses.
Well, and I think too, Candace texted in and a great point. Some of it is the two parties not wanting to work together because it'll be seen as a weakness with their bases.
Right.
And that's craziness too. So it's just, I think that this not passing shows a lot of weaknesses in our system, which is unfortunate. And you know what I'm going to do about that? I'm going to take a gummy. I'm going to drink my THC coffee. I'm going to take a gummy.
All right. I'm going to walk around, see if anybody's got a joint, and I'll meet you in the prod room. All right.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
Mother's Day on Sunday. Let's take a look back with a special little film strip I found.
It's Mother's Day weekend. Look, there's little Susie. She's making a handmade Mother's Day greeting card with construction paper and crayons. Looks like she's been eating some of the best, too. And here's Timmy. He made Mom a ceramic ashtray in art class because he knows she loves her Virginia Slims. And there's Mom. She's celebrating her special day by cleaning the house, doing the laundry, and cooking everyone dinner. Uh-oh. Dad was too busy playing golf with his boss and totally forgot to get Mom a gift. Looks like he'll be sleeping on the couch for a while.
You have no idea how accurate those sound effects are.
Yeah.
For those of us that are a little older. They actually, yeah.
I know. We're running out of time to play those.
You can actually smell smoke by about 10 minutes into one of those films when you were in junior high, I swear to God.
Yeah, you still have time. Get to the Diamond Center and get your mom an awesome gift. They're doing the diamonds for $1 thing. So if you have a child, you can go in there. If Dad spends like $99, you could get a diamond for $1 for the kid to give to Mom. Pretty cool thing they got going on. Also Pandora. I got to get in there and get Pandora today. Pandora collection's amazing.
Celebrate. I'd make some baked goods and shove them down your throat.
Yeah.
So,
that's
happy Mother's Day.
It's a kinky way to start the weekend, but I'm here for it, dude.
I'm on a budget. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Now we're talking about what to get Mom for Mother's Day. First of all, the number one thing she wants is sleep. So let the bitch take a nap, for Christ's sake. Leave her alone. Also, I read this one. A third of Americans say their mom doesn't get enough self-care. Survey of 2,000 adults found that of those who are in contact with their mom, which a lot of people aren't anymore because they realize that toxic family doesn't need to be a thing, 33% worry that they don't spend enough time on themselves. 7 in 10 respondents worry that moms have too much on their plates these days, resulting in self-care falling to the wayside. So, with that in consideration, maybe... Oh, my God. That's so expensive.
I know. That's a pricey one.
It is. I mean, if you can afford it, get her this Sunday.
You got to have a real job to buy your mom something like that.
Yeah, dude. That's a lot of money.
Or be able to give some free plugs out.
I mean,
Sundara in the Dells.
I suppose you could create a 7-step bathing ritual in your backyard. I don't know.
Sit still, Mama. I'm trying to sponge bath you. Sit still, Mama. Trying to rub these essential oils on you. Sit still.
Not really the same.
No.
Yeah, if you're on a budget, which a lot of people are, looking to spend a little bit less this year, the main thing that a lot of moms want is to just spend time with you. So just make some time for Mom, board game with her, going on a hike where you don't bitch. Try not bitching. That's a thing. Going out to brunch, whatever.
Oh, I'm thinking Olive Garden with a coupon.
If that's what your mom likes, go for it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, definitely just spending time with you is the number one thing. And getting sleep. Let her sleep, for Christ's sake. Clean the house for her. Mow the damn lawn.
No, she'll think something's wrong if it's too quiet. Then she'll freak out all over it. She'll think something's... She'll think everybody got kidnapped.
In a perfect world.
Yeah.
She'd wake up and...
My family's gone. It happened. I'm going to have some wine.
It's terrible.
That's amazing. Yeah, play We Got Kidnapped and see how long it takes your mom's response time.
Right.
Yeah, see if your emergency plan is
She doesn't even text anybody. It's like 6:30 at night.
Seeing if you even had an emergency plan. Which you're supposed to have, I think, when the kids disappear, but that's all right.
Yeah. You're supposed to have a...
Who knows?
For all the emergencies. That's why the CDC wanted people to have like a zombie apocalypse plan.
Yes, it's true.
That comes in handy for everything.
True. Well, happy Mother's Day, Mothers.
Yeah, totally.
That's cool.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Dude,
Back to sell cars.
This is just coming on the line.
Okay.
The Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson situation. Dude, this is kind of...
Uh-oh, they break up? Oh, let me guess. She murdered him in his sleep.
No.
No.
Okay, Pablo Torre has a podcast. Pablo Torre Finds Out. This is sportsy. I guess North Carolina's athletic department has banned Belichick's girlfriend from the Tar Heels football facility.
Distraction from the crazy hose beast.
I don't think you'll be hearing much from Jordan moving forward, a UNC source told Torre.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this like seriously breaking news?
It's seriously breaking news.
That's
Dude,
amazing.
the article ends with just saying, buckle up.
Yeah.
So,
Well, she is taking over his brand, and a lot of people are worried about it, the reputation he's built up, and for being a level-headed guy and the guy in control and the genius. It's our uncle. It's America's uncle.
I guess.
And it feels a little sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, here it is. Bill, girlfriend Jordan Hudson isn't allowed at the UNC football facilities.
Dude, it's so drama-y.
I can't get enough of it.
I know.
And she's she's 24. So she's a distraction, sure. The next step would be getting fired, wouldn't you think, for cause? If he's not
going to be happy about her not being allowed there,
that's
right?
That's exactly right. Maybe that's his out to go to the NFL. Who knows?
So that's scandalous.
Wow. Well, he's got, you're effing with a pretty amazing legacy there as far as his brand and what he does and what he represents.
What a wild time.
Well, guys.
I know a few.
In the sweet stuff, we do tend to not think clearly. So we'll see. I wonder. Talk about a little nepotism. You wonder, will she influence who he hangs out with? Events that she doesn't want him at, college related,
right?
Team related. Who knows? I want to make him the hip grandpa.
She's throwing a snit fit right now.
She's got to be throwing lamps, dude. She's got to be throwing lamps right now.
100%.
And she's screaming at Bill. Bill's whimpering. He's locked in the bathroom. He's crying. He's calling 911.
He's making phone calls. It's going down.
Now
she is pissed.
Now, would Jordan Hudson make him resign out of spite from North Carolina?
Well, that's what some of the comments were saying, too. Where they're like, I bet you he has to resign, or I bet you he resigns, and this and that.
Wow. Well, I don't think she wants to get pushed to the sidelines. She wants to be in control of all things Bill Belichick. And probably take a percentage, whatever. He already gives her money for real estate. Bought her an $80,000 Porsche. I would, too. She's kind of hot.
She seems like a nice lady.
No, she looks a little. No. I don't even think she's that Yeah, well, I'm not. Well, she's attractive, no doubt about it. She's attractive, but it wouldn't be my pick.
Did you see?
I don't know.
I gotta find this.
Not to be picky because I can't be, but wow.
Let's see.
See, everybody's like, but he's a genius. He never, every move is calculated, and then in perception, throw it all away and give it to somebody with no experience.
Yeah,
I mean there's your first sign.
Give me PC2.
I got it.
Charlie Barron's did a thing, and it was your dad interviewing Bill Belichick.
Okay.
Well, you can see I've worn this one for a while.
Yeah, you look like
Yeah, absolutely.
So look, you got that lake house in Winnipesaukee. We're the best walleye spots.
Not talking about this.
Respectfully, I'm not asking you, I'm asking your grandfather.
Sir, that's his girlfriend.
And I'm the next pope. Wait, is this your girlfriend?
Correct.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Wow. Who decided this was a good idea?
It's an Instagram picture of her as a mermaid and him fishing.
Well, it was a mutual decision.
So you both decided to take this picture?
It was a mutual decision.
Uh-huh.
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks.
Bill, if you're in trouble, just give me a sign. Oh, my gosh, that's a smile. More serious than I thought. Bill, listen, I will call the police and report her for you. If you tell me where the walleyes are in Lake Winnipesaukee.
Not talking about this.
Don't you have homework to do? Nice shirt.
Dude.
Oh, that's freaking perfect. That's really good. Charlie.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. Just
she is pretty, but there's something about her
yes.
crappy attitude.
Yeah.
That's
why some hot chicks are undateable, my friend.
I just her energy gives me the ick.
Well, I mean, you can't have her walking around the football field, playing godmother to Bill Belichick. I mean, how far down the rabbit hole are we going to go?
Right.
Get away from him. Let him. Yeah, who knows? Well, maybe they'll just straighten out and she'll be like, you know what? All right, that's enough. I will control what I can control. If Bill needs help with something, I'll do it. But there's too much money and his legacy at work.
Right. You would think.
I mean, you got
let him do the football.
Let it go, lady. And stop screaming at him. You sound like you look like a psycho.
Yeah.
He's 70 years old. Stop.
Yeesh.
Well, it looks and Bill Belichick still is mentally very stable. I mean, he seems,
You're right.
Smart guy. But it's like she's trying to humiliate him almost.
Right?
Like he's her little bitch.
Right.
It's not a good look. I don't care what they say, and I don't care what Bill says. That's not a good look in public. I mean, be cool. Be cool, man. It's Bill Belichick.
Right.
I mean, my wife yells at me in public, but I got it coming.
So true.
Bill Belichick.
It's so true.
Put your pants on. Bill Belichick. Oh, it just gives me a headache.
Yeah.
It's all of our problem. We got to keep our eye on Grandpa. Until she does a Playboy spread, then I'll tell you otherwise. Oh, wait, Playboy's gone.
Isn't it back? I can't keep track
I think
anymore.
they are going to do a once a year thing, aren't they? That's right.
All right.
Oh, man. Is this still news?
Yeah.
Oh, we were rocking out.
Okay. Metallica played in Blacksburg, Virginia, at Lane Stadium on Wednesday night, part of their North American tour.
Oh, yeah.
Stadium doubles as the home of the Virginia Tech Hokies, who famously adopted Enter Sandman as their theme song.
Yep.
It's become one of the most saluted musical traditions in college sports. Fans at games have recently set off seismographs over the years by jumping in unison to the opening drumming of Enter Sandman as their team takes the field.
I told you this years ago when they were doing this. You remember telling you about this? I'm like, you have to watch this. It gives you goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Metallica have kept close ties with Virginia Tech over the years, but surprisingly, this has marked the first time that the band has actually performed Enter Sandman within the football stadium since the college adopted the team introduction music. Fans attending the Metallica performance at Lane Stadium got a double dose of sorts of Enter Sandman. The song played as intro music, hyping up the crowd before they first took the stage. And then as they played, the fans set off the seismograph again as they played Enter Sandman. So that's kind of cool. Registered it as an earthquake. Lots of shaky video about it, too. But kind of neat, huh?
God, the energy in there must have been just
insane.
Because it's cool enough when they just play it over the PA.
Yeah. Pretty neat,
Yeah,
man.
if you've never seen them do that to the beginning of the game, go YouTube that. It'll give you goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
Yeah.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.